What's up, everybody? It's Nolan, and today we are here in episode 2 of our House Manderly series, or our Merman's Revenge series, and we are currently ill in Dorne. You know, we're trying to come on the mend after we've caught a recent sickness here in the Stepstones. So we're kind of just going to be doing some contracts and hopefully protect the innocent or something. I don't know, just get better while we're sitting here, and should be okay. Looks like there's no contracts we can grab right now, so we're just going to go do a quick protect the innocent, and we'll set up the episode from there. We might want to customize the route a little bit so that we can grab some things along the way. Just some knowledge. Maybe on the way back we can stop here at the Isle of Nemuros just to get the stuff from it. Actually, also for the Shadow City, we should go to Torch Spear real quick. Just apply it. And we can get probably some Pathfinder gear. Wilderness kit. Wilderness kit is fine. Cool. Head on out just to get some extra bonuses. The threefold gate. The 3 walls of Sunspear create a maze of alleys and streets that only serve to confuse an attacking force. 3 walls only have one set of gates that land directly to the threefold gate, which serves as a funnel and a death trap. Oh, that must be this. In the Shadow City, which I've read many times because I've been to Dorne a ton. Dorne is a very common stop on my landless tours. We must ensure their safety. This is going to be really quick, actually. So he's chilling. He should recover while he's here. He just, caught a little ill. Maybe the dry air will make us feel better. I do plan on this episode, I think, trying to, at the very least, take some land over here in the Reach. We'll see where that gets us. Again, the last episode was only, what, 5 years long? So, we'll probably turn this one up to 4 just to get things a little moving here. So we're not wasting as much time, kind of just chilling. It looks like there's a little bit of a cultural divergence up there in the Reach, which I don't care. I'm not a Reachman. I am a Harborman, which I have not looked at. So from Mander to the Knife. Oh, the Harbormen are people settled around White Harbor, the largest settlement in the north. They carry with them the strongest influence of any of the people in the north. And House Manderly, having brought the faith of the Seven, many other Andor cultures with them after the expansion from the Reach. I don't know why I said Weech. Good lord. And I am feeling better, so I've lost the trait ill. Very good. This is the Stranger. Interesting. Nobody can be a Master at Arms. That could be somebody worth looking into for sure. This guy I don't need to sway anymore. I think he likes me enough. Let's see how our camp is doing, real quick while we're chilling. We have only supporters. Actually, everybody loves this man. So you could say that Wendell. I almost wanted to call him Wyman, but you could say Wendell's pretty inspirational. People like him quite a lot. He definitely brings people together. Makes them they want to do what he says. Which is good. That's what we want. Men need not fear as lives depart, though it may tear their grievers apart. 'Tis rare enough for men to admit that, given the chance, they'd change quite a bit. I don't know how to feel about this. How does that relate it to me? Seize the moment, and we have protected the innocent, as we do. We visited the Hammer of the Waters. According to legend, the Green Seers of the Children of the Forest used dark magic to halt the migration of the first men to Westeros by causing a cataclysmic event, I cannot read today, known as the Breaking. This event shattered the arm of Dorne into the Stepstones and the Broken Arm. Oh, is that so? That's really cool. I've been sick for like 5 days, and I do not know why. I am still not better. He's not really that stressed. So, well, he's going to be now, but I don't want him to chop his foot off on accident, because it's always annoying when that happens. You know, it kind of sucks. I really want a travel contract. We have just not gotten a lot of those, and they're always great. Settle boundary disputes are usually pretty chill. So let's just grab that real quick. I won't do this. Maybe we'll look for some talent along the way. Just something to do. 50% chance I'm going to say I'm going to try it. Oh, thank God. Beautiful. Love to see it. And do we have any patrons? We have 2 requests we can make. We can get gold, which is like nothing. Or we can do gold from you, which is actually quite something. 20? I'll take 20. I'll take 20 gold. I want my pavilion to be rank 2, so we should probably work on getting that. And then you could do a grand tournament. You're Lady Bright. If I ask for a grand tournament, would it be any good? Because if I ask from somebody too small, it might not be very interesting. Passage of Arms. 39. You can do a Passage of Arms. Really? Why are you guys fighting? They're gonna kill each other. They always do. We're performing in a play, which isn't necessarily what it said. It says we're doing a Passage of Arms, which I think the Passage of Arms is like you stand at a bridge normally, and you just sort of like be scary. Oh, here we go. Definitely trying to get up to 200 so that I can upgrade my camp to the next one. Because you'll also get that refunded to you, remember, later on. We could do that, but I'm going to wait. We'll slow down for this guy. He has a hangover. I should probably try to go down the Overseer tree, but we're probably not going to be here long enough for that to make a huge difference, realistically speaking, so I'm probably just going to leave it. I'm already at my men-at-arms regimental limit, but I think that Dorne gets some kind of interesting ones. They get Sun Knights, which I would love if I could get some of these. I doubt that we would, but if we could, that could be kind of cool. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I wasn't sure how I felt about the first episode because I was, like, basically starting my sickness, which is now I'm at the tail end. Oh. These two are fighting. These guys want to fight. How about, yeah, just have a proper duel. And it looks like Makoth killed, or was dead. So honestly, that works out fine, because that guy was kind of causing problems with people. I think that was his second fight he got into, so it doesn't really cause me any harm. No skin off my bones. Or my nose, whatever the saying is. And now that we have this, let's upgrade our pavilion to rank 2. And then we might also move, just because there's not a whole lot going on over here. A stooge? No, I don't want a stooge. I only want a Master-at-Arms. 14 gold. A contract. Ooh, yes, an Eager Explorer contract for sure. I will take it. And we will go to here. And it looks like we should also make a stop along the way. On the way back, we can go to Planky Town, which is always great. What is this one? God's Grace, the Greenblood Tower. The Greenblood Tower was built by House Illyrian to give them a commanding position in the plains around the Greenblood and allow them to maintain their independence in the face of many other petty kingdoms that surrounded it. Okay, interesting. We will apply it, and we will start traveling. And we'll scout for talent. Hopefully we can find a Master-at-Arms at some point. I didn't know I was already moving. The wrecked boat. My lord, can I ask you a moment of your time? I'll happily pay for some food and assistance. Sure, we'll help you. Why not? Excel the contract by that guy. Visited Planky Town, which I've read many times. I'm not going to read that again. Planky Town is not very interesting. Righteousness is fine. Justice our contracts are okay. Hunt criminals, rescue a fair subject. We can hunt some criminals. 53 gold, I'll take it. A small group travels faster. Let's see how we do. This guy's kind of he's kind of renowned for doing this. Also, he has 43 prowess, so I'm gonna just go for it. Yeah, alright, GG guy. Goodbye, Theo. Uh-oh, looks like he's still following the route. Which is... I think it's already done. No, I'm not going to desecrate the dead. Yeah, sometimes it does that though, where it'll get confused. This person wants to join our camp. The Pearl Divinities? What would they be good at? Yeah, we'll find them a home somewhere. But, oh my god, this is so far. Very strange. I'll give some food to this kid. I have a lot of money, or a decent amount of money. We visited the Ironwoods, which is cool. 80. I think honestly getting more of... These guys kind of counter the same thing as these guys. I don't actually know why I kept that. They're not super useful to me, but maybe I'll just wait till the Merling port. Oh. Why would I create an alliance with this guy? I don't need to give him money. I'm just gonna watch. There's a bunch of crap happening I don't care about because I want the contract to be over. The contract's over. We did it. We've successfully done it. Arrange a marriage for provisions. I honestly wouldn't mind some provisions. Contract is done, yes. I'm still in my helmet for some reason. I must like it. It just feels comfy in here. Yeah, I'll take 17 gold. And now I can actually, if I want to, I believe, do both of these. Sweet. And we will refill with provisions or with gold. We could scrape the barrel. We could seek volunteers, which costs 150, or we could impress mercenaries. Both of those are only going to give me 25, though. Probably wait a little bit. Settle another boundary dispute. We can give it a shot. Wouldn't hurt. And he did it. Look at this guy. He knows how to do everything. A study in martial. I wouldn't mind some sparring. Nice. And I think we also... Well, okay, so we've been illustrious for a minute anyway. I was wondering if we were... Martial duties? Sure. What you got? Hired muscle. Rescue a fair subject. Hired muscle. 44. 35. Nothing. These are quick, so we'll do one of these. Probably do both of them actually, because I think let's go on with our task. I think those two are getting along, which is good. I think let's see, the Knight of the Viper. Yeah, you have to be exalted among men though to get that, which kind of takes a minute. It doesn't take too long, but we're probably not going to be landless by the time that actually can pop, so it doesn't really matter. Our pavilion's going to be done in 3 months. That's probably about the time. Actually, this will be done well before that. It's already done. Execute scheme, seize the moment, and we're done. We go back. We can do the same thing up here, which I'm going to do again, just because, you know, it's really quick, easy money. I think, honestly, let's get on with our task. The minute arms damage from hard rule is really solid for landless. That might come up. So I'll try that one first. A lot of make a request interactions. This guy would only give me provisions. It's probably because I've asked for other things before. What kind of men-at-arms do you have? Or what kind of men-at-arms do you have? I don't think you could just give me anything. You guys are kind of poor. Yeah, I would say he wouldn't say yes. He would give me gold or provisions. I'll take some provisions. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get any more. Anything unique? No, I can't. Okay. That's fine. Seize the moment. Done. Execute scheme. Do a 5. And we got another one. And we are pretty much maxed out of provisions at this point, so I could refill my men-at-arms if I wanted to. Which I think I just did this. Oh no. I'd be up for some traveling. Yep, those are always easy. You guys know that I love a good travel contract because they're like the easiest and they make so much money. Scout for talent for sure, and then we'll do maybe an Arid Explorer pack. Perfect. Off we go. Off we go. Tempting fruit. I'm gonna have to try it. He's gluttonous. I have a tummy ache for 5 years. Seems like a long time. Ooh, an excellent Master at Arms. I can only pay you in food. Only 1,000 provisions and you'll be my Master at Arms? Dude, perfect. Perfect. Alright, Tuckwell, you gotta... Are you a... Why do you look like this? Why are you dressed like that? You look terrible. Looks like there's a little disease over here. Hopefully we don't get caught up in that. The Soaring Towers. Skyreach is famed for its overwatch of the wide way and its carved walls and soaring towers. No enemy has been able to sneak past its formidable castle. Oh, we're way over here. We went all the way to the edge of the territory of Dorne. I always say yes to these, because as landless they can't really take advantage of me. So I don't really care. Master Sagan. The random men-at-arms regiment is always the gamble, right? I'm gonna try. Let's see what he gives me. Armored footmen? Don't really care. Although, we don't have any heavy infantry. So should we keep them? They counter spearmen and skirmishers. Honestly, why would I get rid of them? They were for free. We could do it. And then let's just get these up to 400 as well. And we'll refill our men-at-arms with provisions. With what we got. We can ask for provisions from some other people. I can ask my head of faith for gold. I think that was only for a second. It's not going to let me do that anymore. Provisions and provisions, please. So now we have like 600. We can also gather some. Cool. Alright, so we got a decent amount of food. We have a decent forest too. We're at like what? Almost like 1,200. We could definitely go to the Reach now if we wanted to. A golden gift. Oh. We are protecting a chest of jewels, perfumes, and precious metals. We're going to the Ironwoods to drop this off. And I do not need to scout for talent this time. Cool, sure. Should we customize our route? Should we stop by Gaston Grey on the way back? We could also take the long route and go to Brimstone Hall. Yeah, so we can visit the Hellholt just to see it. Because why not? We've never gone. A snapped twig. Who is this? There. I don't know. I don't want to read it. Fortified knowledge, high altitude, the brisket out of the Skullbolts has a very refreshing quality. Would you like to join and learn one of these? Sure, I'll try. I gained rough terrain expert, which actually is really great. Advantage in the hills. Super, super useful. Will be definitely handy from when we take on the peaks, because they're over here in the whatever this region is called that I can't recall. This is crazy. The Mander's going insane. I'm glad I'm not over there. We visited Hellgate Hall. Hellgate Hall along the Brimstone was the seat of House Dryland, the last kings of the Brimstone. King Lucifer Dryland, the last of his ilk, was sent to the wall after his defeat during Numeria's war. That'll do it. Lucifer's ruins. Once the mightiest of the castles that called the deep dunes of Dorne home, Hellgate Hall and House Dryland were laid low in the Dornish unification wars under Numeria and House Martell. Today the ruins stand as a testament to those who defy the sun and the spear as the last king of the Brimstone. It's just a bit of mold. Yeah, see, it's fine. You guys have to make amends. You guys cannot be fighting all the time. We dropped off the golden gift. We visited Gaston Grey. Is the island fortified? Oh, it's a fortress prison of Dorne. Located in the Sea of Dorne is fear of anyone caught by the Dornish. So you would just get... Is it on the map? Can I see it? Oh, it is. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. For them. I mean, not for me. I'm chilling. I'm not a bad person at all, but... A fire? Yeah, let's evacuate the people. I would be friends with the Dornish. It's at the Water Gardens? Let's evacuate the people from the workhouses. I came through unscathed, and people are happy with me, and they like me. And it looks like this guy actually really likes me as well. Interesting. Diplomacy, sure. Let's just see what we get. Can I take my helmet off? He's just been wearing it for a minute. We'll just take it off for now. He doesn't need to be wearing it. I don't know why he is. This person really wants to throw a grand tournament for me, but I'm just going to take some cash from you. I'll take provisions from you. I think we may move now, too, because it's been 7 in-game years. Got a decent amount of troops. Scrape the barrel. Inspired some followers. We have 1,100 troops. I feel like we could go to the Reach, maybe do a couple contracts, and then we could be good. Actually, you know what? We were going to go to Lease, so let's go to Lease first. So we've never done it, and we can now read all of these things that we've never got to read before. What the helly? Oh, I need more food. Okay, hold on. Now we're good. Now we should be fine. Alright, I'm going to move my camp to your area, and let's customize this route real quick. I don't know how it's 1,300. That's kind of expensive. Or is that a bad route? Looks like this is the wrong way to go. We should probably go here first. Then go here. Then here. Then here? I guess we'll skip the Twilight Sanctuary and the Silver Mint because they're kind of like out of the way, and then we'll get them on a different way around. Okay, go. Start traveling. It's very expensive because of all the troops we have. Also, it looks like he's stopping off in the stepstones anyway, which is probably making it cost more money. The Oslet. The prison of Lease, infamously known as the Oslet, is known for its strong walls and deep cells. It is said that once someone is sent to the Oslet, they will never see the sun again. Jesus. What's with all these jails? Actually, let's turn it on 3. The Perfumed Garden, famous brothel of the Regar family, or the Regari family. The Perfumed Garden has been the home to many of the most famed courtesans and bed slaves of Lease, and to the many plots formed by both the owners and those who conspire against them. Turn it on 3 so that's a little less quick. The port of Lease. The Grand Port of Lease, while not as famous as that of Bravos or Volantis, is still one of the major ports of the Free Cities. Being an island, goods, be they material or slaves, come in and out through the port with the Tower of Acacio Vinlian. I don't know how you would say that. The Lord of the Port watching from high above. Axio Vilinian? Maybe? Visited the great city of Lease, which has the Temple of Trade, the center of governance of Lease. The Temple of Trade is where the Magisters meet when convened by the first Magister. The temple is famed for the many state executions held outside of it when one Magister or another reaches beyond their grasp. Jesus. And they also have the sea walls built to defend the city and the many pleasure houses and gardens that dot the city. The sea walls of Lease shine to greet any visitor, be they friend or foe. And now that we are here in the Free City of Lease, let's take a gander at it for a second here, because I have actually never seen this model, because this is brand new at the time of me recording this. Wow. I swear you guys get better at this every time. This looks incredible. Oh my god, it looks so good. He's going on a raid, which is actually kind of crazy. Settle boundary dispute within the city? Sure, I mean, it should be fairly easy to do that. Let's customize the route though, because this is free. So I'll be able to do both on the way back. I'll try it. I failed. That's fine. The Temple of the Lord of Light has been a beacon for the roller since the time under Valentine rule. Despite its foreign roots, it's always championed Lys and its interests abroad, ensuring its place in the city's complex politics. I think is what the last word was. I just skipped over it. I did not step in this, whatever it was. Interesting. Okay, well. How long? The 7th moon, the 27th day. We'll get to the 27th day real fast, and then I'll try to see if more contracts. Travel contracts would make a lot of sense coming out of here. So we'll have to see. Can I go to this? No. Ooh, wait. I can. This one has a duel. It has a recital. This one has board games and a recital. I honestly wouldn't mind this one. Oh, it's so far away. I don't think I'd make it in time. I'm not going to go that far just for a twofer. We'll go here too, just to try it out. Just to see. Okay, this one we succeeded. Nice. Okay, good. This is the city of Nemis, which is also surrounded by the seawalls. This is really lovely. Like, Lys is so beautiful. Also, the AGOT mod is just so phenomenal. I swear every time I play it, I'm just blown away by how good... Oh, 86 gold. Give me that. Holy boy. Yeah, we're going to declare a dynastic war in good time. Don't you worry, good buddy. In good time. 81. We'll get that up to like 300. That's a good amount. 300 of these, probably about 400 of those. I would say like, I'd say 1500 would probably be a good amount, but that's honestly even still probably too many. Sure, organization's fine. Is it more boundary disputes? They're always quick. So I'm doing litigation in the city of Lys. I don't ever like to talk to them about that. Success, good. And we'll do another one. I spent some time in Lys working as a lawyer. It's how I honed my later years to be a leader. Actually, that would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? Elephantastic. The majestic pieces of the Mian elephant pens are truly impressive. I watch them carry around logs and partake in a manner of physical exercise. As I observe the elephants perform their duties, I overhear a couple of manhunts discussing the different ways they train with the creatures. That sounds like quite the workout. I will give it... I'll try. I get all right training. I increase my prowess by 1. Just a bit of mold. See, it's fine. You guys are babies. Grow up. We could also raise a building if we want to. It's very interesting that we are sort of here doing just like whatever. These, not as war-focused contracts. Yeah, I'll just buy it. I'll refill my men-at-arms with provisions, and now I have 1,300 troops, which is, I would say, is a respectable number, a good force. I'm surprised we haven't gotten called in to do anything else, realistically. But while we're here, I think we can raise a building. I like the idea that we're just doing economic contracts within the city. It kind of tickles me. This one won't take very long either, anyway. So yeah, I think after this, once we're done with Lys, I'm going to head over to... Who the hell is this? You don't do anything. Do. Let's see if he's willing to join the camp. No. I'm not going to give you money to let this man join the camp. How would that be helpful to you? Are you even in love if you have to pay for him to come? I don't think so. So, you know, that's just my opinion. That's just one man's opinion, but I think I'm correct. Tyrosh is going. There's always so much disease. And he has consumption. Unbelievable. Not what you want. Ideally, you want to avoid getting consumption. That's my hot take. What's the point? Yeah, you definitely have to bathe, my man. You also have one eye. I'm sure that shit can get infected. You don't want that. Like, surely you want to keep the other one and not lose it. Yeah, you know what? I think after this building, unless we find some like other interesting contracts here after this one's done, I would say we're just good to like probably move on out, mosey on. I will take more gold from you though, for sure. And then we'll head over to here. I'll just buy a map. Detailed maps are fine. Gives our better provision capacity, travel speed, everything. Like, it's actually really solid to just grab them. It's like 20 gold. There's like almost no downside to grabbing them anyway, so I always just say yes usually. This is the highest we can do this, so execute the scheme. And we have excelled. Good job, guys. We've built a building. So after spending some time doing some litigation work, helping build some buildings and doing some interesting contracts, I think it might be time. A treasure hunt! Actually, yeah, I'm interested in that. For sure. Whenever you're ready, we have treasure to dig up. I'm ready, let's go. Organize travel. Travel without the camp. And where are we going? Oh, all the way over here? That's actually not so bad. Let's see. Wilderness kit. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll do both of those. We'll just head on over into the forests of Mir, the hills of Mir, see what sort of stuff we can find. Tomb Raiders. This person's raiding a tomb. I'm gonna definitely imprison him, and then I'm gonna negotiate your release. I guess you gotta convert. Should I recruit you? I don't really want to convert you. I'm gonna say you have to follow the faith of the Seven. Change your ways. Clearly the ways you're doing are not great. How is this guy? Yeah, he's okay. Just recover. Blades for hire. Borso claims that he's the finest mere swordsman in the world and would be honored to serve for the right price. He's actually excellent. 10 gold. Why don't you join me up, Boris? A treasure map, a bird in the hand. We find nothing. An adventurous life doesn't go out well with... Oh, an adventurous life doesn't go out with a bang, but rather with a whimper, I suppose. Well, you've humored me in this folly and have my thanks. Dang. That's always a sad state of affairs. Yeah, I don't care. Ooh, a sorcerer. Yeah, I don't care. Again, not my problem. Hard rule, for sure, to get that men-at-arms bonus. Now we have an excellent... Sworn Shield, or I should say, who's our second? The only other person who would be good at it would be Harris, and they're both just as good as each other, so. Honestly though, Borso is a little bit better than her at being a caravan master, so I'm gonna make him this. He's also called the Mirish. Is it because he's from Mir? Eponyme is a label of his history, one he takes pride in. Okay. Alright, that doesn't really explain anything about him, but go off, King. Which sort of... Let's see. We do want an officer now. Oh, we don't have war camel. Oh, right, of course. Why would we? Do we have? Where is the? I need 40 gold for that. Really? Is that how much it costs? Jesus. Having a heavy cavalry captain would be really sick. I actually think that he would be a cavalry captain himself. So I'm gonna work on trying to get that built here in a second. It looks like the well maybe has dried up on contracts down here, which is kind of interesting. Regale court. I don't really care about regaling the court. It looks like we're pretty close. Got a little bit of provisions, so now we're actually maxed out, which is excellent. Yeah, heavy. I think these guys, getting a bonus to them would be crazy. They already have 163 damage, which is insane. Literally insane. Insane amounts of damage. Travel. Lucrative, learning, or Justisar. If the Justisar contracts are easy, or if they pay well, I might stay. 500 provisions is pretty solid. We'll do that one. Protecting the innocent. So we're just protecting the subjects of this random dude. And we might be able to also just get some stuff from him, which is fine. I like that my camp gets along. It's always good to see. We'll go to an inn. We'll rest your aching bones, you old man. I'm only, what, 30? He's 31. This is around the time that I wanted him to come back anyway, like to come to the Reach. So I feel like after we're done with, let's see how this Passage of Arms, 65 provisions is pretty solid. Yeah, once we're done doing this stuff, we'll probably leave and go to the Arbor, and then we'll be able to declare war dynastically from there. We'll be able to launch. Manderly is winning against the peak. I'm actually just going to, I think, scatter the peaks in this one. I think that might be what I start with, or we could conclude with that. I've been trying to think of what would be more cinematic. It might be better to probably just wait till the end after we've reestablished ourselves. Although that doesn't make sense because I feel like he would want to first eliminate them and then go from there. Seize the moment. Beautiful. Done, done, done. And well, while we're here, let me build my proving ground heavy cavalry officer. Nightly barding drills. Thank you. And I will come perform a passage of arms for you because it's literally so easy. Gold. Actually, that gold is... I always like to look. 164 gold? Yeah, I will definitely take that. Good lord. Thank you, buddy. Get you 40 gold away. I could probably get that, actually. Yep, 150 of those. 150 of the finest Knights of the Green Hand you've ever seen, baby. Refill with... Oh, yeah. That's a good force. That is a good force. Honestly, the only other thing I'd probably want is maybe to get these two up another, like, a couple hundred, but... Ask my head of faith for gold? Sure. Why not? If he's given, I'm asking. Get you up to 400. Be right under 1500. Yeah. This is all going really well, I would say. I think we're having a good time now. The last one I wasn't sure because it was sort of like all over the place, but I'm having a good time with this. I love their sigil. Very Blackbeardy in a way, but that's actually really sick. That heart with the sword through it, pretty dope. Pretty dope, I have to say. All right, we're done with this. So we spent some time in lease. I think, I mean, if the contracts don't dry up, I'm going to keep on doing some just because the more prepared we are, the better. The peaks aren't ready for us anyway. I think we'll be fine. The scholarly work is just raising buildings. Or not scholarly, I'm sorry, stewardship work. How close are we to illustrious? Pretty solid. Let's go see. Let's try it. Do a little bit more litigation. Yeah, we know a thing or two about horses. Oh, yeah, he's really close. I think we should try and get to illustrious while we're here. Kind of made a name for himself in lease. Yeah, this one won't take that long. Yeah, and then we can just go from there. Arrange a marriage. Between who? Would you want to get married? I'm unmarried. Are you married? You are married. Of course, these Lyseni women, you can't trust them. Nightly Bargaining Drills is complete, so we can now get a heavy cavalry captain, which is I love to hear. Although nobody's any good at it. So that'll certainly be something we should look for along the road. Mm-hmm. 83? Yeah. Anybody who will offer me a lot, I'm gonna take. I'm sorry. And 83 is a really solid amount. Let's see. Come take a look. What do you find interest? Nothing catches my fancy. I let the Merman know. Yes. What excellent taste you have. I can tell you have a keen eye. Perhaps you'd be interested in. You must have some piece you only show your finest customers. Captain Wendell's ring. Oh. Nice. An opulent ring of excellent craftsmanship. Its steel shank is topped by a Faith of the seven-pointed star engraved in the head of it. Oh, okay, cool. Nice Faith of the 7 ring, kind of dripped up. Showing my candor. Yeah, I definitely need to, I think, go, because he's now at, like, firmly of an age where he doesn't need to be, like, kind of wandering around anymore. I think he's ready. Right? I think he's prepared. We'll get some stress relief. 400. This is only missing 4. I probably will just get all these up to their 500 point. And then now we can seize the moment, which we're not at the max yet, so we'll wait a second. I don't care. He has done every contract well. He now has Glory is widely known. So he has his next rank, so he's illustrious, which is probably a good time. Okay, if the martial duties are fine. I'm so tempted to leave, but every time I'm about to leave, there's just more money to be made. And so I'm like, why would I leave if I can just make money? And we'll refill our men-at-arms now with provisions. 2,400, which is perfect. So now we have 1,657 troops, which is plenty. And let's check on the peaks, actually, because that's what we're going to be coming into. Over here. There they are at Starpike. It looks like her father was murdered, and that's probably, it looks like her grandfather was murdered. It seems to me that you're going to get a lot of murder, because that's what's going to happen to you, too. Now, if I do this, as you can see, I would be attacking Rob. However, if I do a dynastic war, it's different. The journey of a lifetime. Please hear me out, Lord. Life in court is such a bore. I cannot stomach another day of it. You can join us, but I don't think you should be a stooge. I also don't know why you're not getting any clothes. I'm not good at anything. Yeah, for some reason the people that are joining me, the Fowler. Oh, he hunts wild birds. Yeah, I don't know why you guys are naked. Must be a mod conflict or something in there somewhere, I'm sure. Let's see. Supply capacity is great. Baggage train is pretty solid, honestly. We'll do a quartermaster's tent. And I think I'm gonna... I'll do one more contract just to get enough money to buy provisions, and then we'll go to the Arbor. Because the Walrus is looking... He's about the age that I wanted him to be, so I don't want to chill too much longer down here, because I feel like we're just gonna... Well, I'd be trapped here forever, and that's not what I want. 140? Yes. 30? Yeah. Already done. This man has been just a famous man in Lease. Are you married? Actually? Can't seduce you. She's not attracted to men. Well, that would be a problem. Yeah, that would definitely cause some issues. Let's buy some food. 85, Jesus. Okay, if there had been a... Did you say a hunchback person? That was crazy. If there had been a travel contract, I would have stayed. I would have stayed. But I'm going to go to the Arbor. Even though we're going to run past our provisions, it's literally at its peak. Like, this is as far as I can go. So, it's fine. Yeah. Apply. Start our journey. And we're off. We are leaving Lease. And we are heading, after 11 years, we are heading for the Reach for the very first time. We have not set foot there. And the blood on the Mander will spill. Alright, so we have our next perk. Soldiers of Lesser Fortune. Reinforcements from Scrape the Barrel is plus 400%, which is actually super useful. I told an impressive story to that guy, so he's like loves it. He's crazy about it. I am really low on food. It's going to be fine, Warwick. We must press on. The mightiest men must leave this earth no matter what realms they have given birth. 'Tis rare enough for men to admit that their deeds leave those left after... What? I don't know how to feel about this. I have a travel contract. We can declare a dynastic war. An event will be triggered once you start... Oh, okay, yes. So I have not tried this out yet. This is Valadar's mod that I talked about at the beginning of the last episode, so we'll have to see. This is a great one. This person is very cheap, and there's no downside, apparently. But we can customize the route on the way back. To include Dunstonbury, which is our old seat, actually. And on the way there, we can stop at the Oakenhaven. Also from Dunstonbury, we can go to the Citadel, and as well as the Starry Sept, which I'm sure my character would want to see, the 7 Shrines, and then also the High Tower. So we'll do all of that, and there's no negative to any of that. Dunstonbury also should go straight to Highgarden, and then from Highgarden go to Hornhill, and then maybe the Stride, not to Starpike. We don't need to visit them. We'll see them soon enough. They will know. There will be no doubt. Let's start traveling. Nice route. Probably the last contract we do before we introduce blood on the Mander. Goals circle above the ship's rolling movement only so... Oh, I'm no longer obese because I'm starving. Sure. I'm eating the seagulls. Oh, I mean, we gained some food. Visited the Shield Isles, once known as the Misty Isles and home to the dreaded Ironmen. The Shield Isles have since become a bastion against their former masters. We have finished transporting this person. Let me slow this down to 3 because it's going to go too fast for me, I think. Visited. Does Dunstonbury have anything on it? No, but Dunstonbury is our former hold, so we want to take that back. The Bow and Apple Cidery, famed across Westeros for their progenitor skills with a bow. It is rather from the making of apple cider than enriched cider hall. So we are by the Fossilways. The High Garden, the seat of the Garden Kings, one of the most beautiful castles in all of Westeros, blah, blah, blah. I've read it many times, so you don't need me to read it. High Garden is lovely. Horn Hill, home of House Tarly. The Horn Hill Castle. According to legend, the castle was built on Horn Hill by the brothers Harlan the Hunter and Herndon the Horn, twin sons of Garth Greenhand in the Age of the 100 Kingdoms before the Reach was united under the Kings of the Reach. The Kingdom of the West March is extended from Horn Hill to Night Song. That's it. It's the West March. That's what it's called. The March of Kings. True aim. Yes. I always take that bet because it's only 20. It's not so bad. Lucky Rabbit's Paw. Get a little prestige bonus. I will take it. We learned some dragon lore because we visited the Citadel. It is a center of knowledge and learning in Westeros. It is here the maesters train and study. The building's complex contains docks, a ravenry, and one of the largest libraries in the known world. I have learned some dragon lore. Visited the Starry Sept, which is the home of the Faith. Visited Old Town, which is the oldest and arguably greatest city in Westeros. Visited the 7 shrines or 7 steps raised to honor the gods famed for their gardens. 7 shrines, famed for the gardens that surround them. 7 shrines are dedicated to each aspect of the one and welcomes all. And the High Tower, one of the wonders made by man, stands high above Old Town, built on the remains of an ancient blackstone fortress. It stands as a beacon for all. We've got a stewardship perk from all of our travels, which we will do. Cutting costs. Actually, let's do camp tax, because now we're getting almost 1 gold a turn, and that's pretty solid, I think. I can make a request to this guy, which I will definitely probably have you do provisions, just because I'm so low. Although I can just buy some now, finally. Not that it matters, but... let's see. Oh, clumsy me. We stole a bunch of supplies. Yeah, that's better. Anyway. Morning is ripe for righteousness. Let's just see if it's like a 2-star. It's just a 1-star. Okay. So I am going to, since I'm here, I'm going to now try this declare a dynastic war. Your claim lies idle while a kin rules in your stead. Right this wrong and press your claim in a dynastic war for succession. Begin a dynastic war for a title you hold a press claim for that is controlled by a dynasty member, which isn't technically true, but yeah. Number of county claims. Blood ties may bind, but they do not blind. Even the smallest corner of land, when claimed by right, is worth defending with sword and fire. My kin rules where I should resign. Well, it's not my kin, but anyway. Though the world may seem a minor quarrel, I see the beginning of something far greater. Let those bound by blood stand with me. Let our banners rise, even if only such a small corner of the realm. For justice starts small and grows mighty. There is no petty ambition. This is reckoning, and it begins with what is mine. The Lordship of White Harbor. I believe... Let's see. That's interesting. He only has implicit claims on those. Oh, I need 500 for that. I see. The Lordship of Starpike is not a duchy title. Is that it? Are we cooked? Am I cooked? Probably not, surely. Dang, it's expensive to move my camp, and I think I wouldn't move it anyway. Let me think here. Because it shouldn't be a problem, because I have the claim on this. Because I don't want a White Harbor. I guess we should try to get up to 500 just to see what it'll give me. On criminals? Sure. Oh. Did not mean to mess that up. I'm trying to test this out. For some reason it doesn't want me to. Near the headquarters of the Honeywine Brightwater Keep uses the rivers to create a grate and moat to protect the keep. Interesting. You want to join? Yeah, well, I'll come with you. And I will fight the beast. We finished that. Dragon Lore, the Red Lakes. While traveling by the shores of the Red Lake, I take the opportunity to visit the stony isle at the heart of a vast blue expanse. Though calm reigns here now, it was once occupied by the fearsome Silverwing. Despite being accustomed to humans, the silver-scaled beast became wild and made her lair upon the tiny island after the death of her last rider, Ulf the White. The Dance of the Dragons was one of the bloodiest and most turbulent conflicts in the history of the Seven Kingdoms. Since the Valyrians first tamed dragons amidst the great volcanic mountains known as the 14 Flames, these majestic creatures have long been used as terrible weapons of war. Interesting. It's interesting that my guy cares about dragon lore. He's like, oh yeah, I love it. It's my favorite. Sure, I'll rescue a fair subject. Just trying to get my... What the heck? Stevron? Oh, it's fine. That guy kind of sucked. But this dude, Warwick, you've been in my friend forever. Oh. I'll have to banish you, my friend. I'm sorry. I can't have you doing that. Farewell, Warwick. You were a good friend while you lasted, anyway. Harris, you can be a Sworn Shield. You've been my friend here for a while. I've become obese. I'm back to my natural state, which is fat. Good to see. It's good to see. Oh, I really hope that that mod works out. Otherwise, I would just be claiming White Harbor, which is not what I want, necessarily. And I don't want to have to declare war on Robert, which was kind of the whole point. So, we'll have to see how that goes, because I'm sort of worried that it's not going to go well. And then I may have to do some background trickery here to make it happen, which is totally fine. I might do a little pause here and just do a quick little edit. We rescued a fair subject. Back! My lord! You've saved me. You're welcome. I've done it. And I am now dedicated to faith, which we love to see. Settle a boundary dispute. Does that give you any prestige? A little bit. It's like the quickest way to maybe get this done really quickly. Beautiful. Alright. Okay, so if I do this for a duchy claim, yeah, I'd be attacking my dad, so that's not what I want. Perhaps I'm being too hasty. I think that just... Wait a minute. Is this a way to get, like, infinite money? Is this a glitch? Oh boy, Valadar. Oh boy. Okay, I see. You would gain 250 gold. So I already had that much money. I thought that was, like, messed up. Alright, I'm gonna make a quick pause here. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to give myself some land. And I'm gonna claim Dunstonbury as my land. I'm just gonna, like, do it because it's kind of my only option here. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to headcanon in our little brains that I went to war and I reclaimed this, or I was just given it by them, because that could be something interesting too. Like maybe they heard I was coming, and to mitigate violence, they were like, okay, well, let's just give him this land, and then he won't be so crazy. But obviously, that's not going to be the case. But 1 second. All right, so I'm back. I've loaded in. We have the debug mode on, as you can see, and I'm just going to show you me taking this title. So I'm going to be claim all titles. I could get a press claim or an unpressed claim. I don't think that would make a difference. I don't think it would let me do the dynastic war because we're not dynastic. So I think I would have to just take the realm, or take domain, take realm. Yeah, become Lord Mace's vassal. Yeah, take domain as vassal. Boom. I am now a lord of Dunstonbury, which is, I think, our... But you don't know why. I know why. I was the one who did it. I think Dunstonbury was, like, originally their seat, so it works out pretty well. I can also do a debug war for this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a claim on them as well. Get a claim. A pressed claim, or unpressed, which is just one of these. We'll just get an unpressed claim on this. That way we can also start going to war for this, because we want to take all of that, the blood on the Mander, and then I think maybe we'll just charge into Starpike later. But we're going to mess with all of that stuff in the next one. I don't want to do too much here in debug. I just want to come in here and do that. Let me see if he still has his helmet on, like, all the time. He, for some reason, just loves his helmet. He's also wearing the Veil High helmet as his default now, which is odd. Let's see. Let me scroll down here. Would he look good with the winged helmet with his armor? Actually, he would. He would look really sick with this. Dynastic Reach common armor. First of all, I'm not going to wear the Reach common armor. My man is literally a Manderly. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, this is what he's going to wear. Dog is dripped up. He looks cool as hell. I'm gonna let him wear this, and we'll go from here. But that's it for this one. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Unfortunately, the mod to do a dynastic war It only works for landless, and it did not work out for us. It just was more for the dynasty thing, which I guess I didn't really consider. But that's fine. I appreciate Valadar for their effort in making it anyway. And as always, I'm Sol, and I will happily see you in the next one, where we will begin taking over our former lands, definitely taking it to the peaks, and then we'll sort of decide what we want to do from there. I'm probably just going to get rid of Starpike and give it to somebody else, but we should also work on getting married to somebody, because we're 34 years old and we don't have an heir, but who isn't my brother, and I don't necessarily want him to have this territory. I kind of want to make maybe a cadet branch that would sort of rule this area from here on once we're done, but we'll decide that in future episodes.